Hello everyone and welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. So I just flew into the New Orleans airport located in Louisiana. And I'm going to tell you why I am never going to fly United Airlines again. And second, I think I know how they're moving the illegal aliens all around our country and nobody's really seeing it. Even if you do a lot of flying, because I do, and I've flown a lot recently and I just haven't seen the illegal aliens, right? I think one, they may be flying them mainly on United. That's an assumption because I do have a Delta airline friend who works as a flight attendant. She told me they fly them on there a lot too in the evenings, but they're flying them late at night because this is the latest flight that I have had in years. And I'm fixing to show you the most discreet footage I can get, other than walking up basically and sticking my camera in people's faces. They're everywhere in this airport right now. You almost are not hearing any English spoken in this airport. And guys, that's disturbing. That's extremely disturbing. I know people be like, oh, it's racist, it is this. It's not. This is America. We're an English-speaking country. So regardless of what skin tone you have, your primary language should be English. And when I'm hearing 5 and 6 different dialects on one airplane, that's concerning. And I'm just shocked because this is a small airport and the amount of people in here not speaking English, all carrying these weird looking vouchers, which you'll see in the video, is concerning to me. So enjoy the video. If it's a little hard of hearing, you can put on the CC captioning. I do apologize. I am in the middle of an airport, but I love you guys. Don't forget to make sure you are still subscribed. So I can tell you guys this, I will not be flying United ever again. First off, only seats 1 through 20 have plug-ins for your cell phone, your computer, iPad, charging ports on every plane. The other, like half of the planes have them from seat 20 and back. So if you get seat 22, you might not be charging your devices the entirety of the flight. There are not TVs on all of them. The seats are terrible. And we were just in a forced blackout for 4 hours. They kept telling me that they were gonna reset it so that my overhead light would come on. And then I was like, ma'am, this light is not working. Oh. And she's like, well, it should. And she gets real defensive. Yeah, I don't want to be flying them anymore. Not to mention, I just won't be. My daughter said there was tears in the wing of the plane. It was just a crappy flight. And I know there's a lot of people that are going to tell me, oh, you're being racist. I'm not, y'all. I'm being realistic, okay? Second off, one of my flights, this gentleman tries to get on with this. I just caught it by the corner of my eye. Couldn't get a clear shot of it. Looks like a voucher. So here I am, a tax-paying American citizen, had to pay over $700 for 2 of the crappiest tickets I've ever had in my life on a terrible airplane. And these guys are all flying for free. I don't know about you, that's enough to make a saint angry. So the thing about the entertainment is you have free Wi-Fi, okay? So you can get on, you can watch their movies on your devices with no way to charge your devices. Right. Then 1/3 of my flight was either Asian, Hispanic, or it looked like a Turkish descent. And I had somebody say, oh, people are just really sensitive now. Nah, dude, when 1/3 of every single one of your flights are complete other than Americans, they're not speaking English, they're not wearing American clothes, they're grouped together by ethnicity, then they're illegal aliens. That is frustrating. So I'm just telling you guys, it's a lot worse than we realize with the amount of people here in our country illegally. And they're flying these people sick because we had babies that wouldn't quit screaming because every time them babies would sneeze and it would hurt their little baby ears, they would scream in pain. It was so frustrating. So from what I can understand, it looks like it's mainly at night when they're moving a bunch of people that don't belong here. It's not during the day where there's so many people to see it. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about a little bit more as we walk and talk. I'm just going to let you see what it looks like for New Orleans right now. And like I said, I mean, it's very obvious that it's being done like in the evening. And I'm just seeing a lot more men. There were a couple of kids on my flight, but they screamed the entire time. And I know babies cry on airplanes, you guys, but what I'm trying to tell you are these children were crying because they were uncomfortable, like they were sick. They were sneezing, they were coughing. And they look like they're getting escorted by this guy. Look at that. Those look like people in need. I mean, I'm just saying, you guys, you can get mad at me all you want, but when you have a whole group of men with another guy with a clipboard, look at that. Yep, that's happening right here in New Orleans, Louisiana. I did just a video the other day for you guys that North Carolina is now taking children from American families because they don't have a stable, safe place to house their children because they lost their house in the storms. And FEMA and Red Cross are backing out, pulling out, and leaving these people with no way to house their children. So what is CPS doing? Coming in and taking them. Then I get on an airplane flight on my way home, and what do I see? I see illegal immigrants with babies. Okay, so you had to enter my country illegally, which makes you a felon by federal law. You'll come in my country illegally with no guarantee of where you're gonna sleep or where you're gonna stay. And what does my government do? They cater to you while punishing American families, and folks, I've had enough. And when I grew up and you flew on a plane, the flight attendant did everything she could to make your flight amazing. It was the same with the nurses when you went in for medical care, the restaurant workers, and all of that. Now, they have put into place these walls where the flight attendant is always right. Not you, not the paying customer, the flight attendant. And you're seeing more and more people being banned for life from flights because of crappy airport workers. And they have attitudes. So you're paying all this money, plus your tax dollars are flying all these people for free around this country. And you're running the risk every time you ask for something or you question something, your ability to be able to fly at a later stage in your life. It's the same with nurses. If you make them mad, they'll call in security and either get you kicked out or get you strapped down. And it's to a point, it's like it's communistic, you guys. If your money is paying for it, then they shouldn't be able to treat you like that. But I think that may be part of the problem, is a lot of these airplanes, medical, all of that is now being covered by, what do you call it? By vouchers and being bought out by the government. And it does make it makes a big difference in how it's being ran. The government owns hospitals now. The government owns airplanes now. So it's just something to think about. I love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe.